Ain't nobody off work yet. Nobody. It's like 5 p.m. I'm just logging in this bitch right quick to see what's good. What's good, y'all? Well, what's good to the people that's in here right now. Yeah. I love an intro. I need to learn how to do intros. I didn't even do that. I paid somebody to do that for me, so you know. Hey, Nico Fox. What I know is that I hope that everybody has been out to vote. You know what I'm saying? I had to be at work at 7 this morning, so I didn't vote this morning. But as soon as I got the fuck off, I went straight to the fucking polls. Went to Canton Bible Church. That's why I voted, and I voted. So yeah, I did that. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or what, but I was hyped up about voting. I was so ready to get off work and go vote that it didn't make no sense. But but yeah, disregard my roughness. Okay, I gotta get a haircut. Gotta get a haircut later on. Probably tomorrow. I'm gonna get a haircut. Need to get a haircut. Need to get a shave. Need to get my eyebrows done. This has been a rough week. This has been a rough week. But I'm gonna be on point the next time y'all see me on the video. Hopefully, if I don't get lazy and not feel like going no damn where. That's the only way. Who all up in here? Oh, my hair looks better now that I've brushed it just a little bit. But what's going on, y'all? I'm tired. As y'all can see, I'm fucking tired, but it is what it is. I already knew that this was coming, so if you're gonna ask me about it, just go ahead. What's going on, you guys? Anything y'all wanna ask me while we live? I don't really have a take on it. I mean, the only thing I can say about it is that first of all, I did not watch the video. Somebody told me about it. And I've seen people talking about it, but other than that, I really don't have a take on it. All I can say is that that was pretty brave to put yourself out there in a way where people can judge you, or not, and people that don't understand may have some negative things to say about it. But that's all I can say about it. All I can do is hope, wish him the best and a happy and healthy life, because HIV is no longer a death sentence. I know plenty of people that's living with HIV that's living quite well right now. So just because you got HIV does not mean that your life is over. That's all I gotta say about that. So how are your therapy sessions going? I haven't been over the last 2 weeks. Like I said, I haven't been consistently going to therapy, but it's because of my job. The only time I can really go is when I'm off work. And that's if I'm off on the weekend, then I can go. But, I'm trying to fix that. That's just something that I have to fix and continue to do. But I will say that she does allow therapy sessions like over the phone and things of that nature and shit like that. I'd rather sit in your face and tell you the shit that I've seen and been through and all of that stuff. So. Hey, Erica Naris, how are you? I see y'all coming in. Love you for your positivity, Scotty. Well, I'm a positive person, and regardless of the fact that I don't fuck with that person anymore, like I never wish that on anybody. Really, like that's not something that you wish on anybody. That's not something that you relish in just because you may be upset with someone or whatever. No, I'm not that type of person. So yeah, there's always gonna be positivity coming this way, no matter how I might feel about a person. I ain't gonna never wish, never relish in somebody else's misfortune. Not saying that he's in a misfortune, you know what I mean? Cause but nobody. It's hard to explain, but I'm never gonna relish in somebody else's situation. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. That's all I gotta say about that. I really don't have nothing else to say in regards to that. I have a feeling that Love and Hip Hop New York is not gonna be as scripted this season. With shit boring. I can tell you that much. I had to force myself to do a damn review on the shit. Okay, so you know. How do I contact you for a personal message? Nothing crazy, lol. Don't you worry. They used to have personal messages on YouTube. I don't know if they still have those. So the only way that you could possibly send me a personal message if you follow me on social media, that's the only way you can do that. Cause I don't think YouTube even has personal messages anymore, or you have to email me, but you know, that's the only thing I can say about that. Yeah. Oh, you said they don't? Well, you're gonna have to. Well, if you follow me on social media, that's the only way you can send it to me. Hold on, you guys. Hello, Scotty. How you doing? Hey, how you doing? You know what? Let me tell y'all what gets me. I be seeing all these names in my lives, but I never see y'all coming. If y'all don't start coming, I know some. Did you know that the U.S. agreed to the first human tracking device? I had no idea. Y'all know I don't never be watching the news. I really need to start watching the news. Honestly, I do. I be out of the loop on every damn thing, and I be feeling so fucking dumb. Hi, Jessica Epps. How are you? I'm good. I'm good, good, good. I'm tired as fuck. I voted, but I'm good. When I get out this live, I'm gonna make me a fucking ham sandwich. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do. A ham and cheese sandwich at that. But you know it is what it is. Hey Scott, do you remember when I told you about this boy in the past? Well, I gave him a chance and let him back in, and we had sex August 31st, and my red hadn't came yet since August 16th. Girl, you better go on and get to the doctor. Oh, you say your appointment on December the 10th. Oh my, ooh, girl. Well, you know, damn. But I don't know much about cycles because I'm not a woman, so I don't know how this shit go. But I was just about to say, how long does it if it's been August, how long have you been walking around here without a cycle? I, I'm keep you on the prayer list. But if it is another life involved, cherish that other life. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Are any results in yet? Not that I know of. Okay, my heart just went out to you when you tell your personal stories, and I just want to be able to check on you without the whole world knowing what we're talking about. Well, I really appreciate that. Simply be yourself 100. I really do appreciate that. Although it doesn't matter to me, I talk about my personal struggles all the time for the world, for the whole world to see. I'm pretty much an open book, and a lot of the times I feel like me being so open is my demise sometimes, but I don't regret it at all because a lot of the times people write me personally and they tell me that the things that I discuss on my videos when I go into my personal life helps them. So don't ever feel like you can't, you know what I'm saying, not talk about it in the public because you can. I'm a public person, so it is what it is. Yo, chest man red, girl. I'm glad you going to the doctor. Gina, I don't think you need to be saying that type of stuff, girl. Like, let's not do that. What else y'all want to ask me? I'm gonna be on here for a little bit. I might not be on here for too long because I'm literally just not getting off of work and I just got out of my clothes and just set my ass in front of the computer and decided and put my phone right here and decided to go live. But you know, what else y'all want to talk about? I know that some people that's in my Team Scotty group on Instagram, they brought up the situation with Lil Mo and Queen Naja. Now let me tell y'all how I feel about that. I'm not a fan of Queen Naja. However you pronounce that. And growing up, I was a big fan of Lil Mo. You would have thought that she was Beyonce to me. When I was in middle school, I thought Lil Mo was everything. Them blue braids and all that shit, Superwoman and Gangsta and Forever. You can tell me shit about Lil Mo, okay? Nobody can tell me nothing about her. I thought she was a legend growing up. However, I do feel like while she was given constructive criticism, it came off as her being bitter and mad. You know what I mean? And when you give constructive criticism, you have to watch the tone that you use when you say that. You know what I mean? You have to watch the tone that you use because at the end of the day, it can easily come across as you being a hater, especially when you're the OG in this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you being a harsh critic. Everybody gonna think you a hater. It's just like if Kevin, if you know he a OG of YouTube, so he came and tried to give me critique about what I'm doing, and it came off harsh. Maybe some people would have been like, "Oh, you hating because he on the come up," you know what I mean? Or even me, for example, because I fucks with Live with Leah, the girl Aaliyah, the Live with Leah show. Y'all know I fuck with her, and if I were to come up out of my mouth and gave her some harsh criticism out of the blue and it just come across in a bitter tone, then I would be called a hater because her channel is growing a little bit rapidly and she is catching up to me. So if I come across all harsh and shit looking like a damn hater, I'm gonna be called a hater because I've been doing this a while. She's just coming out and she's rising really really fast. I'm gonna be looked whether I'm not trying to be coming across as bitter or not, I'm gonna be looked at as a hater and bitter. So if you're gonna give someone that's under you, coming up under you, some critique, you need to know how to do it. Cause I see a lot of people calling Lil Mo a hater, and I don't think that she's a hater. Although she was a big hater of Shantae Moore when she was on R&B Divas, but I'm not gonna bring up the past. However, I don't think that she was necessarily hating on Queen. I think that she was really trying to lend a helping hand, but it came off the wrong way. But I just might talk about it in a video. I might. If it was true constructive criticism and she wanted to help Mo, she would have slid in DM and mentored. I mean, she didn't necessarily have to slide in the DM to mentor her. I mean, that's just like with the Joe Budden conversation last night on Love and Hip Hop when he was sitting up talking to Safari. Like, he gave him constructive criticism, and then it was all facts. You don't have to. I mean, you can mentor you can her about shit. She could have just, if she was going to say it publicly, she could have said it in a different tone. You know what I'm saying? Or could have worded her words the correct way that it wouldn't be taken a certain type of way. That's how I think. I don't think she really meant any harm by what she said. I just think that she came across the wrong way. And Lil Mo don't have no clout. And she is a motherfucking Scorpio. And they don't give a fuck what they say to people or about people. That's just the truth. And it's another boy I had sex with recently, and I've been knowing him since 2016. We've been dealing with each other every now and then. But recently, I had been a shoulder to lean on, but a week ago, he had to leave for work out of state. Before he left, I paid his phone bill, and I gave him $150. But now he not studying me. Sorry, 19-year-old here. I'm just nervous about all of this. And you got a right to be nervous about it. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to judge you at all. You got every right to be nervous because you made, some decisions that some of us probably would have made at 18 or 19. And I'm sitting up here 29 and I'm learning from my foolish mistakes. So, I mean, you'll learn. There's only so much I can tell you. You know what I mean? But learn from this. That's all I can tell you. Well, happy early birthday, Nikisha. Oh, wow. Then he back with his baby mama? Yeah, you gotta let that one go. You definitely gotta let that one go. Y'all, I look tired, okay? I look tired. Let me. Y'all know when I have my dark shades on, that's when I look like I'm tired. And I look like I'm tired right about now. You must be a Libra. But Joe and Safari are friends. Mo was talking to us, not Queen. What really put the icing on the cake was Mo was promoting some other social media singer. The bitterness just jumped out of Cynthia. Whether Joe and Safari are friends or not, I still get what Lil Mo was saying. I do get what she was saying. I'm not gonna fault her for what she said. The only thing I'm gonna fault her for is her delivery. I don't think she meant any harm. Sorry, but I don't. Anytime somebody critique a new artist, that doesn't mean that they're a hater. That doesn't mean that they're bitter. Like anytime an OG gives a new artist some criticism, they automatically get called bitter or they mad because they not hot no more. It's and half the time is that's not even the fucking case. I don't think that Lil Mo was being a hater. I don't think that she was being bitter. I really believe that she was trying to be the OG to give this girl some mental, but it came off the wrong way. That's what I think. I'm sorry. I don't think she really meant to be negative. But her fucked up ass way of saying shit make it sound like she bitter. That's it. You know, I always say that I'm never gonna watch Love and Hip Hop New York, but because I'm so invested in this shit at this point, is I have to watch it because I know that number one, my subscribers watch the show, whether it's whack or not. Number two, they want to see a review from me, and number three, I'm invested. So whether I like it or not, I feel like it's my duty to watch it. You know what I mean? Just like Basketball Wives LA, like I've been over it. Like Basketball Wives, I've been over that show. But I know that my subscribers love my reviews of that show. And on top of that, ain't nobody else doing the reviews on Basketball Wives no more. Because Ashley stopped doing them, Rock stopped doing them, and I think Bounty and I were the only two beside. I think Bounty and I and James were the only two that was still doing it. So there's already not that many people doing them now. So it is what it is, child. Hey, Rachel Blue. Hey, what's poppin' with you, girl? Cause y'all was in that, you was up in that, y'all was up in that Team Scotty group just talking away. Oh, I was okay with Drea leaving. I was over her ass by the time she left anyway, so I was fine with her gone. What else y'all want to ask me, child? And on top of this, I'm gonna review Married to Medicine. This week. I'm gonna do that this week. And I might do Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. I might. I might. That's a big ass might. As of right now, Gina, I'm at a crossroads. If you saw my other Bitch Are You Serious video that I did, I'm not sure as to what I'm gonna do. Now, moving is on the agenda. Point blank, period. I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. However, I don't know if I want to move out of state or just remain here. I haven't made up my mind yet, and I'm going to stay put until I make up my mind. My heart is telling me that there's much more opportunity for me outside of Mississippi. That's what my heart says. But my mind is saying that I don't need to go nowhere. So it's like a toss up. Hey Scotty, I'm in Memphis, but I hope SB wins. Sick of Cindy's ass playing. Child, when I tell you, like, I want him to win so bad, especially because these folks keep on calling my motherfucking phone and texting my phone telling me to vote for Mike SB. I'm like, bitch, I was gonna vote for him anyway. I ain't need y'all to call me and text me about that, bitch. I was gonna vote him anyway, hun. I didn't need you to tell me that. But I want SB to win. I do not want Hanging Hyde to win shit, because she don't deserve it. And I hope that these motherfuckers in Mississippi take heed to that shit. We've been a red state for a long motherfucking time now, and it's time for a change. Like, you would think that with this being a fucking Republican state, and it's like it's a Republican state, and they don't give a fuck about how we living around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are behind on every fucking thing. And it's sad that a lot of us, including myself, feel like we cannot prosper here and we have to move away to do what we need to do. There's people in this bitch that got college degrees that they work so hard for to get, and they still can't find a fucking job around here. There's no jobs around this bitch. Okay? There's really not none. If you're into healthcare or some shit like that, oh, you'll find a job. But and other type of things, like, okay, when I was going to college, my major was journalism. You know what I'm saying? I just might get something here, but at the end of the day, it's like there's no fucking opportunity here. Everything is backwards. Like, bitch, we gotta drive to fucking Memphis and New Orleans at this point just to catch a fucking flight. Like, it's like Mississippi is so motherfucking backwards with everything. And for these motherfuckers to have to be a red state, you would think that they would want better for us, and they don't. And it sucks when I look at videos, especially of people in the Mississippi Delta that are living in fucking poverty. It makes it seem like everybody around this bitch is living in shacks for houses and shit like that. I've never lived in a shack. Never once lived in a shack. You know what I'm saying? But it looks that way to everybody. People think that just because we live in Mississippi, we see motherfucking Klansmen running around this bitch every motherfucking day. I have never seen a fucking Ku Klux Klan person ever in my life. In the 29 years of living, I feel like I have defend my state a lot, but some of that shit folks be saying is true. We're the poorest, we're the fattest, we're all of that shit. We're all behind. And it's sad. So it's like, bitch, I'm sorry, y'all. I really got into a big rant about this shit, but I was one of those people who always said they would never leave Mississippi, but the older I get, the more I feel like I don't need to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, okay. Not to be nosy. How old were you when you had your first time? I was 20. I want things to improve for everyone in Mississippi. I do too. And you know another thing that sucks about Mississippi? The educators don't get paid worth a damn. Now, I don't know how much educators get paid outside of Mississippi, but I know for a fact I got a best friend that's and I gotta take my shades off now because I don't give a fuck if y'all see how tired I look. I have a best friend that's an educator. She teaches 7th grade. It sucks to see her with a fucking master's degree and she still gotta struggle. Only getting paid once a month. And the check don't be about shit. You know what I'm saying? Like most teachers that I know, even when I was going to school, they always had a second job. I can go to the fucking mall and go to Belk and I see my US government teacher behind a motherfucking register. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sucks. And that's the world we live in this bitch. Like, for all the shit that these educators go through with these motherfucking kids and how bad they motherfucking asses are, you would think that they would want to pay the educators much more than what they are. But they're not. Educators are just as important as the fucking judges are. Are you serious? Educators are the reasons why we have judges. The fuck? Go to school, they say you'll get a great job. They say, shake my head. Child, there's people that work with me that got a fucking degree and they shouldn't even be there. Seriously. Did you go to JH? I saw someone post a pic and it look exactly like you. What's JH? Poor state, infant mortality rate, but rednecks have some blind loyalty to people, to those that continue to do them wrong, voting the Republicans. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And it's not just the blacks that are in poverty. There's whites in poverty too. But yet they still want to vote Republican when they're not even helping us. Seriously. And Jackson, Mississippi is like the second blackest city in the United States. And they are a mess. You can't pay me to stay in Jackson. Period. I wouldn't. Point blank. Like, they supposed to be the capital state, the capital city, the capital of our whole state. And look at the way it looks. Like it's fucked up. We don't attract nobody. Don't nobody want to stay in Mississippi. Are you serious? Nobody wants to live here. Even the people that lives here don't want to live here. Hell, my sister trying to plot her motherfucking exit right the fuck now. And I'm probably gonna be right behind her. Ain't shit here. I hate to say that, but ain't shit here. Oh, I never went to Jim Hill. I'm not even from Jackson. I'm from Canton. And that's like 15 minutes away. So, After someone graduate college 9 times out of 10, 19, it's a whole other process that they have to go through to get their dream career job. It's all a process, but it's worth it. Child, I seen people with degrees that never got their dream job. They have to settle for doing shit that they know they don't want to do. Like, I've seen people with college degrees and they working at Comcast. You don't need a degree to work at Comcast. But the fact is, if you want a good paying job, that's what you got to do. Like, I've seen people with college degrees that work at the fucking Nissan plant here in Canton, Mississippi, working at the fucking Nissan plant. You don't need a fucking degree to work at the Nissan plant. You don't really need a diploma to work at the Nissan plant. But that's a good paying job. That's a good paying job. So, it's like, even like, I feel at this point that minimum wage here should also be raised. Now, thank God I never worked for minimum wage. Because minimum wage here is like $7.25. So I feel like, how are people supposed to live off $7.25? Like, are you serious? Like, seriously, $7.25? And then these motherfuckers be making $7.25 and they be working their ass off for nothing. Seriously. For nothing. I be feeling bad for them. Right. Right, Amber Turner. Don't make no sense. One more thing. There was a guy named Reginald in the picture as well from Ken. I never thought you lived in Mississippi until I saw that picture. That's my cousin. If that's the picture I think you're talking about, because he we actually hung out with people from Jim Hill, so that might be my cousin you saw. Hi, Scotty. Everything you're saying is so true. My mom grew up in DeKalb, Mississippi, Kemper County. I'm older than you, so I commuted back and forth to Mississippi to see my grandma from the 80s to the 90s. You are so bomb. Thank you. These hoes tripping. Exactly. If minimum wage go up, the price of living will go up. The prices will go up in the stores, but I do think minimum wage should go up. I mean, it might make the cost of living go up, but 725 ain't shit. 725 just ain't shit. Like, for real. Like, I worked in these retail stores, and the thing of it is, when I worked at Dollar General, I didn't make minimum wage because I was in management, so I didn't make minimum wage. However, when I was working at Dollar General, I know my boss was like, I'm not finna start these people out for 725. Like, I'm not finna do that. Like, I'm not starting them off for 725. That's not any money. Like, yeah, I get it that most of these people are probably college students that's working here. They're probably high school students that's working here, but I'm not about to start nobody out for 725. That's like slave money. And I agree with that. I agree with that 100% because I'm in management and I'm watching these people work their ass off. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like they deserve way more than 725, like for real. Hey, Miss El Janae. The price of living goes up anyway. It does. Rachel, I sort of work in corporate, and trust me, we couldn't care less about a degree. Some jobs do require master's degrees and bachelor's, but it all really depends on the interview. That's true too. 725 is not enough to do anything with, even as a teen. Exactly. It's not. Like, it's not. It's not nothing to do nothing with. Seriously. I'm from Woodville, and when I started off working, and when I started out working minimum wage with 5.15 an hour, and that was in 2006. 5.15 an hour. What the fuck can anybody do with 5.15 an hour? 5.15. But you know what? Some people still make that. Like, if you go to a lot of these like fast food restaurants, a lot of these people still make $5 an hour. Like, you go to Sonic, and they could be probably car hops or some shit like that. They still make $5 an hour. $5 an hour. What the fuck can you do with $5 an hour? For real. What can you do with that? Seriously. Kimonte, boy, I'm not even finna entertain you today. I know one day I'm gonna have a career, but I always remember it's not about how much you make, it's how much you save and keep. That's true. Cause I'm not sitting up here saying that I make like my ideal salary because I fucking don't. But at the end of the day, I do know that I save money. I'm frugal as fuck. And I don't know. People be calling me cheap, but I think it's more so about how you spend your money. Because, see, a lot of the times, especially us YouTubers, a lot of us have quit jobs just to do YouTube because it's like you're getting paid basically for doing what the fuck you want to do. Like, you're basically getting paid for stating your opinion. But if you really want to be honest about it, Google isn't paying us the same way that they did in the past. They're not paying us the same. So it's kind of like nowadays they choose what video to monetize or what not. Like, if they feel like it's not ad friendly, then then they're not gonna pay us for it. Like, it's not the same thing. And me, I've just felt like, and I'm not trying to put nobody else down, but I felt like it was smarter for me to still keep my job. And and do this YouTube thing as like a side thing. Like when I first got on YouTube, um I never came on here looking to make some change or anything like that. Never did. But when I started getting paid for it, I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. You know, I can get paid for giving my opinion, unlike these other motherfuckers that sit up on Twitter and give their opinion on folks and don't get paid for doing it. But bitch, I can get paid for dragging Nicki Minaj. You know, you don't get paid for dragging me. Like that's the type of mindset that I had. However, I kept my job. I honestly kept my job. And the money that I get every month from YouTube, it ain't much. Like, don't let these people fool you and think that we get paid some bukus of money, because we fucking don't. Like, the YouTube check is just extra, okay? And the way that I shop, like, this is how I shop. Especially for clothes. I order a lot of my stuff offline. If there's a sale on some shit, I'm gonna rack up. I buy a lot of clothes, and they're all on sale, and they look nice. If you look at my Instagram and all of that stuff, or my Facebook, if you follow my personal page, you see that I do keep myself up. I'm not sitting up here trying to make myself out to be some fucking fashionista, but I do feel like I clean up well. I do keep myself up. So at the end of the day, I shop with the mind of what I'm gonna have down the line. Like Polo, I love me some Ralph Lauren, but I'm not gonna pay $100 for no fucking shirt. I'm gonna wait till that motherfucker go on sale and pay for it for about $50. I'll do it that way. You know what I'm saying? So I wear a lot of skinny jeans. Jeans are expensive as is, but I spend like $25 to $30 on a pair of skinny jeans off one of my apps. You know what I mean? Like I know how to budget myself. You know what I mean? Like I know exactly how to budget myself. Like I don't try to go overboard. Like the last time I bought a pair of shoes was probably back in July when I was in Atlanta. And I know that at this point it's time for another pair. You know, I don't buy a lot of shoes because shoes are expensive. So I don't buy a lot of them. But yeah, I know when it's time for some. Now it's not like they're run down or anything like that. They're still in pretty good shape. But I know it's time to buy some shoes because I want some more shoes. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just know that, I just know how to be frugal with my money. And there's people that make more than me that I know personally that be looking at me like, how the fuck you keep all this money in your pocket? Like, to be honest, if I get, like, once I get down to, like, my limit is, like, $300. When I get to $300, I be like, I ain't got no money. Like $300 is a low amount for me. Like once I get if I get down to $100, I'm like, oh, I'm in poverty. You know, like that's how I look at it. So I don't believe in doing all that stuff. I know how to work within my means and work within my budget. All right, Gina. I know how to work within my budget. I know how much I get paid every week, and that's how I go about it. That's how I go about it. Point blank. You gotta work with what you got. 515 really ain't no money, child. If the government put more money into the country instead of war weapons, everyone would be all right. That's true too, Rachel. Yeah, I'm not trying to preach. I'm not trying to tell nobody how to, spend their motherfucking money. But hey, it is what it is. I just believe in being frugal. Like, I don't have time to spend $400 on a fucking shirt. For what? Are you serious? I'm not doing that. Real talk, I'm not. America is too worried about what's going on in other people's countries and not fixing our shit. Exactly, Miss L. Janae. Exactly. Yes, I bought some things for Black Friday and waiting until January for the clearance sales. I didn't go to Black Friday. I'm not a Black Friday type of nigga. Like I ain't got time to be fighting folks over TVs and shit. I just ain't got time. Ain't got time. But you know what? My little brother voted today. I think this was his first time voting. He's 18. I think he registered to vote a while ago. But the thing of it is, he couldn't vote at his college. Had to vote up here. So my sister, who was off work today, she traveled down there to Jackson to get him from Tougaloo, and she brought him back up here, and he voted, and she took him back on to school. But I was so proud of my little brother. He voted. I was so proud of him. And he wanted to vote. Like, he was excited about voting. Like, he was calling us, can y'all come pick me up and take me to go vote? Like, I want to go vote. Can y'all pick me up, take me? But, he knew I was at work, so I couldn't pick him up and take him to vote. But my sister was off work, so she went on and took him to vote. And I was so happy. Like, I'm like, my brother doing the right thing. First of all, he loved going to school. He loved college. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was so worried about my brother just because of everything that he went through in his last year of high school. I was worried, sick about him when he first left. But I'm so glad that he went to college and he's looking at different types of people. That's all he needed was a different scenery. That's what we all need a lot of the times is a different scenery, to be honest. Devin Thomas is a fool. Thank you, Tazur. I hope I said your name right. You and your bro have a great relationship. That's awesome. Yeah, when I was in my therapy session, Rachel Blue, um my therapist asked me who do you feel in your family gets you the best? And when she said that, I said the person that I feel understands me the most is my brother, my youngest brother. And I said, we're 11 years apart. So that might sound a bit crazy, but you know what I mean? He is the one that I feel like understands me the most. Like, we have the best relationship. And, I always talk about zodiacs and shit, and I know people get sick of me talking about him, but whatever. He's a Gemini and I'm an Aquarius. We're both air signs. So they always say that Geminis and Aquarius have a better relationship. We do. Like, he doesn't talk to nobody else but me. Like, when he's upset, he doesn't really know how to get his anger out when other people talk to him. But when I talk to him, he can tell me everything that he struggled to tell the other person that asked what was wrong with him. And I just feel like I just feel honored with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, even on Father's Day, this boy wished me a happy Father's Day, and I didn't know how to take that. Honestly, I really didn't, because I didn't try to be his father, not trying to replace his father, because him and his father don't really have a relationship right now, and that's very unfortunate. My brother is very hurt by a lot of things that happened between him and his father, so my brother has a tendency to hold grudges. And I'm hoping that once he gets older, he'll realize that it's not worth it. Because I had to learn the same thing, because I didn't really talk to my dad. I held grudges against my dad for years, and I didn't really talk to my dad, like talking about, until I was 24 years old. And I never want that for my brother. So, you know, he wished me happy Father's Day. And I was like, oh my God. I never thought he looked at me like a father figure. But I love my little brother to death. I've gotten used to him not being home. You know, I got to get used to it again, though, because he was here for like the whole week last week for Thanksgiving. So I got to get used to his ass not being here all over again. So yeah. Do you like Scorpios? Scorpios annoy me. Scorpios annoy me. They're so vindictive, and not to mention, you know what I'm saying? They are so emotional. And it's okay for them to do shit, but it ain't okay for the other person to do it. Ugh. Your brother and I had similarities. He was 16 years older than me, and he was more of a father figure to me than my dad was. My heart broke to pieces when he died. My brother, that is. Oh, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? The biggest thing that I fear is like something happening to me, and I have to leave my brother behind. That's a person that I just I love my mom. I do anything for my mom. I love my sisters, and I love my other brothers and my other sisters. But my youngest brother is like my heart. Like, he is definitely my heart. Like, just like my mom is. I love him just as much as I love my mama. But my little brother is just my heart. You know what I'm saying? When he hurts, I hurt. When he happy, I'm happy. When he want to fight, I want to fight. Like, that's how I feel. So, but a lot of people be saying they admire me and my brother's relationship. When I came out the closet or whatever, I came out to him when he was 12, I want to say. He was the only person that accepted me right away. Like, he didn't have no qualms about me being gay. Period. He was the one that was the most mature about it, and he was number 12. Ain't that some shit? My crush wasn't Aquarius. He confuses the hell out of me. I can only imagine what he does to confuse you, because I know I confuse people. I'm a different type of Scorpio. Not everyone is the same. I mean, yeah, because we have a natal chart and there's, your moon in your rising sign. So that kind of separates the two. Oh, wow, Miss El Janae. Yeah, you took that hard. And I understand. Why does your rising sign not matter, Kimonte? Oh, it's the Venus. Oh, okay. So what about the moon? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he probably does. Yeah, because my rising sign is a Leo. Well, what about the moon then? Because I'm a Taurus moon, and everything they say about Taurus moons is the truth. That's probably why I understand Candy so much, because of that damn moon. That's probably why. When will they know who won the election, Scotty? I have no idea. I'm sitting on pins and needles because I do not want hanging hide to win, period. Your moon is a Sagittarius. Ugh. Yeah, I just realized something. I'm saying I'm gonna eat me a ham sandwich, but we done ran out of chips. I just thought about that. Now I got to get up and go get some chips. Cause I ain't eat no ham sandwich without no fucking chips. Period. So you got a Libra moon, Kimante. My brother is a Gemini and he has a Libra moon. My brother is a Gemini rising. His sun sign is a Gemini and his moon is Libra. He got a Libra moon. So my brother's is a double Gemini plus a Libra moon. Hey Scotty, I'm from Gulfport, but live in ATL now. Folks down on the coast had to deal with Trump coming down yesterday. My folks live right by the street that the motorcade comes down. Child, Trump's some serious with himself, child. My son is a Taurus. I believe I told you already. He has no problem showing his horns. I believe I'm extra stubborn because first of all, Aquarians are stubborn anyway. And then I got a Taurus moon. That's fucking stubborn. And then on top of that, a Leo rising, stubborn times three, honey. Oh, I forgot. Kemonte said the rising don't count, but you know. I'm sure you're in touch with your damn emotions. That's probably why I don't like Eva Marcel either, because the bitch is a Scorpio. Just like I don't like Phaedra. That bitch is Scorpio too. I turned 19 last Wednesday, so I feel old. You really? I'm 29. I'm about to be 30. Are you serious? And you talking about you feel old, child? Can you guys please explain to me the rising sign? Like, the rising sign is basically what Kemonte said. I think it's like your outer appearance and it's what people think you are. You know what I mean? Like, some people might look at you and say, "Are you a Leo?" You know, they might think that. You know what I mean? Because I think I've been asked if I was a Leo before, but I'm not, period. I'm not a Leo at all. I don't even like Leos. Yeah, cancers are very emotional. My mother is a cancer, and that shit is fucking annoying, okay? Yeah, I hate Eva and Phaedra. And Portia. I'm a done Scorpio too. It's just my moon is in Sagittarius. Oh, okay then. You know, Live with Leah. She hated when we call her Live with Leah. Leah is a Sagittarius. Her whole natal chart got Sagittarius in it. So she is a full-blooded Sagittarius. Okay? But I like her. But I usually like the Sagittarius women anyway. It's the men I hate so much. Shit. Make a better place for you and for me. Child. Love is just not on my to-do list right now. You know, most people that like Portia thinks that she can't do no wrong, and it's so fucking annoying. That's why I shade her ass all the time. All the time. No matter what she do, she getting shaded by me. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Right. Thank you, Devin. But you guys, I think I'm about to go now. Cause my phone already hit 20% already, and I don't want to hit it. Want it to hit 10, cause I need to go to the store to get some chips and shit, so I can eat me 2 ham sandwiches, and I'm gonna get me some Pepsi while I'm out, baby. So I'm about to go, and when I come back from the store, I'm gonna think about doing a rant tonight. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do to rent on. But I do know that I'm going to do a follow-up video on the video that I did about Dwight Howard. And I'm going to do a follow-up on that one. But I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to do one about Lil Mo and Queen Naja, whatever the fuck her name is. But, yeah, so I will talk to you guys later. And I'm off work tomorrow. So if I'm in the mood to, I might go live again. Who knows? And hopefully my hair is cut tomorrow. If I'm not lazy, I'm going to go get my hair cut tomorrow. With that being said, y'all, Scotty is up out of here, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.